PMacMovies. Back, baby. We are back here on Saturday, the 21st of March. The weird times continue. And I did, of course, get a comment from my last video giving me a hard time about some of my very simple thoughts. I don't go into much detail on this about my thoughts about what's going on. Just use your critical thinking skills. Use discernment. Know that what you're told isn't necessarily accurate, but you have to use your own. I guess if you have enough awareness of what's going on around you, you can utilize that. Compare what you're told to your reality bubble that you're actually in, that you see every day. Somebody said that was the stupidest thing they ever heard, and I'm making all of you folks dumb. Well, if you're just gonna go by the mainstream statistics and whatever they say, then just do it. Everybody, like, over 90, probably 99% of people are gonna go by that. So everybody's gonna agree with you. That's fine. That doesn't make it the way that it actually is, though. It doesn't make it true, and it could still be a fantasy, a mass hallucination, whatever you want to call it. But I'm kind of saying things without really saying anything. I'm just putting things out there, and I know, these get thumbs down when you say things that are outside the box or people don't agree with. But PMac ain't making a lot of money off this shit. PMac's just, let's connect with some deep thinkers, and the rest of the people can go watch the regular news and do all that fun stuff. But we do have a Hamilton book haul. I have not really been buying anything. I haven't really gotten much since last week other than this Hamilton book haul. So Hamilton Book put up some new stuff. I think it was Monday last week, and included in there was a bunch of Sony 4Ks. And I had a bunch of those movies already. Actually, I probably should have gotten Philadelphia because I sold that one, I think. But, it's a propaganda movie anyway. So it had a bunch of 4Ks, $6, $8, $10. I bought a couple, maybe. But I kind of wish I got more. The Patriot was $8, but they'll be cheap again. They're movies that are mainstream movies. They're going to be cheap again. I'm not too worried about it. But I did get some other decent stuff. Not a great edition here for Hamilton Book, but they did have some pretty cool stuff. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at the 4Ks first. This is a really good deal. Starship Troopers 4K with digital for $6. So, you got the Blu-ray, and I got the Angel Has Fallen Blu-ray in there with it because I just swapping and stuff. So I think the Starship Troopers Blu-ray is actually in the player because I don't have a 4K TV upstairs. And what is this one? This is the Blu-ray. The 4K Blu-ray is downstairs. That's what it is. Because we were watching it upstairs and downstairs. So confusing. But $8 for this was a beer me. Actually got to finish that movie. Watch like half of it. I've seen it before, but. And then I got Starship Troopers Traitor of Mars here. This was a 4K that came out a few years ago, 2-3 years ago. It doesn't come with a code, unfortunately. I knew that when I bought it, but it was, again, only $6 for the combo pack. So I beered myself. So we got 2 Starship Troopers. I think those are the only 4Ks I got. There was a bunch of other ones in my cart, but Pride and Prejudice and Zombies was $6, but I was like, I already got the Blu-ray. I watched it. It's a fun one, but I don't really need the 4K. So, actually, I got an Amazon one too. Actually, before I get into those, Amazon had Chernobyl, the Blu-ray, for $10. I just got the one from Walmart, the DVD, for $10, And I only ended up paying a few bucks after the code, so I went ahead and snagged a Blu-ray of it for 10 bucks, which is an excellent deal. Let's get back to the Hamilton book. We got a couple Scream Factories. This one actually sounded interesting. Elizabeth Harvest here. Ciarán Hinds, Carla Gugino are in this. I don't really know the other people. But this is a Scream Factory, IFC Films from 2018, so this actually hasn't been out that long. My copy isn't in the greatest shape. You can kind of see. That happens a lot, though, where they get kind of like a little bent up there on the spines and then there. But that's not a big deal. Looks like a good one. Might actually watch that pretty soon. Another one, another Scream Factory? Yeah, this is another Scream Factory here. 84 minutes from 2015. Blood-sucking bastards. It says action-packed vampire comedy in the vein of Office Space. Shaun of the Dead. So kind of like in vein of Office Space and Shaun of the Dead. So like a horror comedy, I guess. This one got just destroyed. The top of the case got totally broken, and it's like pushed in. The case is broken all through there, and the artwork got like pushed in. So they're sending me another copy of that one. But I think those are both $5 or something. So those were the only Scream Factories I got. Let's take a look at some Sonys. This was a Sony that's been out, a couple years. It's eluded me, and I was able to now get it for $5. Oh, Ridley Scott directed this. I didn't even realize that. It's All the Money in the World here. I just now realized that Ridley Scott directed this, starring Michelle Williams, Christopher Plummer, and Mark Wahlberg. It's like a kidnapping thriller. From, let's see, 2000. The movie is from 2017. I think the Blu-ray is out in 2018. 133 minutes. So it's a pretty long one. I know what you're thinking. And then up next, we have another Sony called Kill 'Em All, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. This is another one that's only been out a couple years or so. And, I've seen it, but it was never too cheap. So for $5, I did snag it up. Oops. No digital code in this one. All the Money in the World did have the digital code. Kill 'Em All. No code. And then another Sony. Not too sure about this one, but it was $5 with the code, so or 4 or 5. Call Me By Your Name here, starring Armie Hammer and Timothée Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet's kind of, he's in that Beautiful Boy movie. There's just something about him. He's kind of strange. He's kind of creepy. I don't know quite what it is, but he's in the Dune movies. Paul Atreides, I think, in the Dune movie. And then another Sony one. And it is the Night Manager Uncensored Edition. This one actually does come with a code. Again, it was like $5. Tom Hiddleston, Hugh Laurie. My copy. A lot of things were damaged in this for some reason. I got like the case. There's like a puncture in the back here, and the case is cracked. So it was punctured, and the case is cracked. And they're supposed to be sending me another one of this one too. I had like several of the ones in this one were damaged, but $5 is a good price for that. Hamilton book has good customer service, so they'll take care of it. Another Sony, I read this one was pretty good. It is Brigsby Bear here, starring Claire Danes, Mark Hamill, Greg Kinnear. I don't know, I heard really good things about it. It doesn't really look that great to me, honestly, but I read like really, really good stuff, so I snagged it. Like really good. And another Sony. This I read was out of print, so I decided to snag it up. It is Muppets from Space. I swear I've seen this before at like a pawn shop, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I read it was out of print, so I decided to get it for that reason. It was like $5 or $6. And We got 2 Universal ones, which I've never seen cheap. One that I watched last night called Sea of Love, starring Al Pacino. And that chick there called Ellen Barkin. John Goodman's also in this. I actually really enjoyed this quite a bit. It's not a great movie, but it kept me engaged, and I liked it quite a bit. They are sending me another one of this because this got totally destroyed there. Look at that. That got annihilated, and the artwork's messed up too. So they'll send me another copy of that. And then, that's a Canadian one, by the way. It's got the same as the US, but it's got the, the disc is the same, but it's got the French writing along with the US. Same as this one, Thoroughbreds. Same thing. This one had a digital code. I was not sure if this would redeem here since it's a Canadian one, but it worked. It worked fine. So I was happy about that. But I like Anya Taylor-Joy. There's something a little bit odd about her too, but she's pretty good. And we got a Slippy Dippy. It's a mint Slippy Dippy. Thoroughbreds. They got like the pinkish, reddish writing there on the thing. So I got a little stack here. Thoroughbreds I think was $6, by the way. They add an extra $1 for the Slippy Dippy. Oh yeah. Sea of Love was also $6. So, some of these weren't like unbelievable deals. If you take a look at them, these are the best prices I've ever seen for these. I think Starship Troopers for $6 on 4K was a great deal. Elizabeth Harvest I've seen for quite a bit more than that, so I feel like that was a pretty good deal. The Night Manager, I think, for $5 for a miniseries was a really good deal. So some of that stuff I'm sure is sold out, and I know some of the 4Ks have sold out. So you gotta get on there when they have the deals. But I heard Hamilton Book may be shutting down here with all the stuff that's going on. A lot of small businesses are getting shut down, but it's freaking crazy, man. But people are all for it. For the most part, people are all for it. So anyway, let me know your thoughts on the haul. Let me know what you guys got from Hamilton Book. I know this has been a short video. I'm thinking about maybe doing a reviews video at some... I really don't feel like it right now, though, because my head's feeling a little bit iffy and stuff. But I'm going to think about it. I'm going to think it through. Leave me a comment. Take a look in the description section for ways that you can help out PMacMovies. We'll see you next time on Bring That Here. Bring It Over Here. PMacMovies.